Alright, so we got a game called Lamplight City. This was developed by Grundislav Games and published by Application Systems Heidelberg, who kindly provided me with a key for this. They are the same publishers that did Unforeseen Incidents that I covered a few weeks back. I don't know how long ago it was. But anyways, this is a point-and-click adventure game, which, as you guys know, I kind of dig. And it's a little bit old school. I haven't played any of it yet, but it's looking like it might even be like older than Monkey Island type stuff, more along the lines of King's Quest or something, or who knows? We'll find out, I suppose. But I'm pretty excited. This is a detective game, which also excites me. And I read like a dev blog or something that the dev wrote, and he said that he wanted to focus on a game where you could fail. And the challenge in making a game where you could fail and it still be compelling. And I thought that to be pretty interesting. That's one of the things that got me interested in this game. That there's no for sure way to get everything right. In the end, you solve the case and everything's fine and all that jazz. But there's multiple routes, including failure. And I've found that pretty appealing. So here we are. Oh, he's here. Thanks for checking it out. Just keep in mind, this is a preview build, so not 100% representative of the final product. I believe, I think I recall reading that there is one case in here. And the final product will have 5 cases. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. So yeah, preview build. This is, I don't think you have a release date for this set yet, do you? I'm looking at the Steam page. So I'm super excited to play. We're checking it out. Let's do it. And voice acting. Rough night. Wake up, sunshine. Bill, wake up. The carriage is on fire. No, wake up, sunshine.
Wake
Sounds
up,
good.
sunshine.
There we go.
Haven't I told you not to call me that?
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with Addie.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us. It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
We're Miles. Okay. You sleep through the briefings. Captain Snelling is going to notice one of these days. Yeah.
Honestly, Bill, one of these days Snelling's gonna notice.
No, he won't. Why do you think they put him behind a desk? The man couldn't find his own backside with a pair of pliers and a lantern.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary at the Hanbrook Flower Shop.
A burglary, eh? How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's gonna be disappointed that his winnings are so meager.
Burglary sounds exciting to me. I don't know why he's calling it dull.
Ah, we've arrived.
Okay.
After you, Bill.
1844. The city of New Britain? Borough of... Oh, I didn't catch that. I don't know my English city names very well.
Thank you. Keep the change.
This is English, right? Hanbrook Flower Shop.
And so, our night of excitement begins.
You more than anyone else should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have
Chumley?
a feeling tonight will
What?
be the exception. Until we get to the pub, that is.
Keep your mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
That's really how you pronounce it? It's hilarious. Left click to interact with the objects. The mouse cursor is context sensitive. Okay. So I can look at the window or the street lamp. Raving
He's
man.
just pacing back and forth, muttering to himself.
Probably one of the patients from Riverview. Seems like there's more of them on the streets than in the asylum these days.
And there's always a nearby asylum supplying us with
Looks
friendly
like they've
people.
had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town has.
Was that say HCO? Can I walk? Okay, cool. I can walk around. Can I cross the street? Or am I, sticking around here? Okay. Lamplight.
Glad this thing is lit. This isn't really the type of place I'd prefer to be at this time of night.
Don't worry, Miles. I've got your back. Fordham, what are you doing?
I was gonna check inside this trash can for clues.
Miles, in the 15 years we've been partners, how many times have you found something inside a trash can that wasn't garbage?
Fair
Well,
point.
I don't know. Stardew Valley taught me anything. You can find food in there.
Certainly looks cozy in there.
Plants have a nice way of doing that.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
So this
Especially
is
considering Prince Harold is their big celebrity passenger.
So this is an alternate timeline, eh? HMS Legia? I don't know.
That reminds me. I should pick up a bouquet for Addie when we're done here.
Seems like you've been spending more time with me than with her lately. I sure hope she's not the jealous type.
So someone burgled a flower shop? Oh,
Bill, could I have a word?
What's on your mind, Fordham?
let's talk. Oh, we got close-ups. Chumley, is that how you... Chumley? Is that how you pronounce that? Oh my gosh, the English are crazy.
You ever miss living out here, Bill?
About as much as you missed stepping in that pile of horseshit last week.
I was distracted by that story you were telling me about your sister. How's she doing out west, anyway?
Well, she's not in the chum, so... fantastic. Living here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. I'm glad we both managed to get out. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a great job of cleaning your shoes.
That would explain all the funny looks I've been getting.
Okay.
Still feeling rough, Bill?
Yes, but I'll feel better once this case is finished and we can go down to the Angel for a pint or four.
Hair of the dog?
No better medicine.
Hair of the dog that bit ya. Does anybody in chat, is anyone old enough to know what that means? I'm not sure any of you are. Diesel, I guess maybe. You know what hair of the dog is?
Let's get back to it.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I want to go back and talk to him more.
Bill, could I have a word?
What's on your mind, Fordham?
Did he say out west? And I missed it? He may have said out west.
A burglary at a flower shop. Not the most thrilling case we've had, is it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Snelling's been giving us the boring cases lately on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
He's eyeing a promotion to chief of police. He'd sell his own mother's cane if he thought it would help. Plus, it's no secret he doesn't like us.
I can't understand why. I've shown him nothing but respect.
It's because you're too good at what you do. And because you're friends with me.
What's that got to do with anything?
Not everyone is as open-minded as you, Miles. Let's just leave it at that.
Hair of the dog that bit ya is a hangover remedy of alcohol. So it kind of goes in that you drink the hair of the dog that bit you. The alcohol you had the night before is the dog that bit you, and you're drinking it again in the morning is the hair of the dog that bit you. That's what that means.
When's the last time you took any time off?
That's a good question. What year is this again?
I think we've both been working a bit too much lately. Addie's been wanting to go visit her mother in Dixie. Maybe we can all go.
Well, sounds nice, but I wouldn't want to be a third wheel on a visit to your in-laws. Unless... would Adelaide's brother be there by any chance?
You're incorrigible, Bill.
It's one of my finer qualities.
So the feeling I'm getting out of this is that, is America a British colony?
Got any opinions on the upcoming election?
I'll just be glad when it's all over. Seems like the last few months have been nothing but people giving opinions and telling me what to do without a moment's peace.
I know what you mean. I already saw some kids putting up Atwood posters down my street.
I already drew mustaches in all the ones on my street.
Handlebar?
You know me too well.
I always thought of Atwood as more of a Van Dyke type of man myself.
I can see that. Yeah. Well, there's something to do tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's get to work.
All right.
I'm ready to work. I got detective stuff to do, Bill. Probably can't go over this way, I assume. Okay. Oh! We got a case book. Honor amongst thieves. The handbook flower shop has been burglarized. Will the burglar return, or is the investigation just a formality? Speak to the owner of the handbook flower shop. Okay. Clues. Suspects. Documents. Gotcha. Alright. I think I'm good, right?
Come on, Bill.
We got work to do, Bill. Stop hanging around.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
Oh, boy.
I think I'll leave that to you, Bill.
With my allergies? Hardly.
Yeah, I'm with Bill, man. Flowers kill me.
Plants hanging on hooks. A nice space-saving method.
I'd probably bang my head against them constantly if I had them in my apartment.
These prices are pretty reasonable. The place I go in Worcester's clearly robbing me blind.
If you think those are bad, don't go near the flower shops in Lyon.
See, these are all English names. I feel like America is an English colony in this. British colony, English, whatever. I don't know.
These seem to be part of the watering system for the flowers.
I haven't seen old piping like this in a while. Seems like someone's reluctant to upgrade.
Interesting. Those look like nozzles that we have to play with later. We'll see.
Not too many left. Seems business isn't so bad around here.
Well, you know what they say. There are only 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and people taking advantage of sales.
Okay.
Mostly a bunch of fertilizer and growth tonics.
Growth tonics, eh?
Plant growth tonics, Bill.
Of course. I knew that.
All right, let's ring this bell. Let's read the sign first. Private?
It says private.
It does say private.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
Yes, let's book it. We're done.
Be right there. Oh, hello, gentlemen. I must say you caught me by surprise. I was preparing to close soon. May I help you find anything?
Did she
The
not?
flowers in the center display are half price this week, and I have a special on chrysanthemums today. Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the special ladies in your lives?
I have no need myself, but maybe Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Eh, Miles?
Hey.
Those peonies in the corner look nice.
I'm afraid we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor. Is he in?
I see. I'm Cecilia Handbook, and this is my shop. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm Detective Miles Fordham, and this is my partner, William Legere. We received a report of a burglary at your store.
A report? From whom?
Uh-oh.
I never contacted the police before, and I didn't this time, either.
It was made anonymously, but are you saying this isn't the first time it's happened?
Correct. It's happened 3 times.
3
But
times.
considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and vandalisms around here, I didn't think they would be interested in something so trivial.
Well, we're here now, and we'll do all we can to help you.
We'll have to see about that.
Don't
If you
get
wouldn't
snippy.
mind, Mrs. Handbrook, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, that's
Very
what I'm talking
well,
about.
Detective.
So when you fail in this game, it's fun? Well, I don't know if fun's the right word, but compelling, perhaps? We'll find out, I guess, right? Hopefully I don't fail. But I like the idea that there is a failure state. And as long as it's compelling, then why not, right? Let's talk about her.
Have you been in business long?
Yes, I opened this shop 30 years ago, along with my late husband, David. But the past 10 years, I've been running things on my own.
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this part of town as long as I have, it takes quite a lot to scare you.
Okay. He's a tough cookie.
Could you give me the details concerning the burglaries?
About 3 weeks ago on Monday, I noticed that my order of Easter lilies was missing. At first, I thought nothing of it. Sometimes certain types of flowers are unavailable or arrive in poor condition. These things happen. Then 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, it happened again. But this time, I noticed something rather odd.
Go on.
When I opened the shop, there were 6 crowns and 10 shillings on the counter. That's exactly the cost of 2 orders of lilies. Last Friday, it happened yet again. The lilies were missing, and there was payment for one order on the counter. I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop after hours, taking the lilies, and leaving money behind.
Interesting.
How unusual.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. No offense, but that woman looks like a man. I mean, she's an older lady. So people are breaking in, stealing the lilies, however, paying for them. So not necessarily stealing, perhaps.
So this burglar has been paying for the stolen goods?
That would appear to be the case, yes. I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother reporting it to the police.
And the other reasons?
Oh, I think I've already made those quite clear, Detective.
Okay.
Have you found any evidence of a break-in?
No, the front door is always locked. My assistant Trevor and I are the only ones with the key.
Are there any other points of access to the building?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to keep them locked, and neither of them have been broken.
Would you allow us to have a look upstairs?
Is that really necessary?
Of course it is.
I was just about to close up the shop.
It won't take but a moment.
Fine, I suppose you may, but please, don't dally too long.
I think she needs the Ghostbusters. I don't know, man. Yeah, let's talk about the assistant.
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key. What can you tell me about him?
His name is Trevor Hastings, and he has been working for me for the past 10 years.
Do you trust him?
Implicitly. I've known him for ages, and he has been my full-time assistant since shortly after my husband died. You're not suggesting he had anything to do with this, are you?
Not at all. I would like to speak with him, though. Where might I find him?
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing my flower order within the hour.
Good. We'll meet him here, then. If that's all right with you.
I suppose I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
Nope. We got stuff to do, lady. Important business.
Have you noticed any suspicious characters lurking around?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a stone without hitting a suspicious character. And if you've noticed my window, you'd be aware that stones get thrown around quite a bit in this neighborhood. If you're looking for trouble, you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
I meant if you'd seen anyone out of the ordinary near your shop.
Only the two men from the police who entered it tonight. That is most definitely out of the ordinary.
I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
She makes it sound like she's in Skid Row here. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. Wait for Trevor Hastings and speak to him. Find a point of entry. Okay. Missing lilies and points of entry. Oh, look at all this stuff. According to the owner, the only points of entry. I'm glad this is here because I got my pen and paper ready, thinking that I may have to start writing all this stuff down. But it does it for me. She keeps all her things locked and the lilies. Yeah. All right. Suspects, none. Documents, none. Okay. Let's go upstairs.
Interesting choice of decor in here.
Perhaps it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is rather drafty in here.
Why is the decor interesting? It's striped. I don't know why it's interesting.
A young lady, perhaps a relation of Mrs. Hambrook?
I can see the resemblance. Sort of.
A rather distinguished-looking gentleman.
Reminds me of Captain Snelling, if he ever smiled.
Okay. Is it locked?
The window latch, securely locked.
Oh, I can look through the window. Okay.
Lamplight City, in all her glory. This provides a means of escape from the top floor, or access to this window from the ground.
So is this New York? Or whatever New York would be called in this timeline? Looks like that's it.
I would imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is important for the flowers.
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
Hard to say. Definitely not recently, if the dust buildup is any indication. A pastoral landscape. Definitely nowhere near here.
I've never much understood art, but it would be nice to see a place like that in person.
Okay. I want the paint cans.
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Oh,
Why not just
that's
throw
not a
them
paint
away,
can.
I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
That's typical of pots, though, isn't it?
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants. Specific temperature and water conditions can be adjusted. Seems to be empty right now, though, and judging by the dust, it hasn't been used in a long time, if ever.
It seems Mrs. Hanbrook isn't too fond of steam tech, or just doesn't understand it.
Oh, ooh. Some people don't like the new tech.
Unmarked, but if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the flowers are stored when delivered.
I'll keep my distance then.
So is she like old school or something? I mean, she is old. Or is it like, is this place a front?
I don't think this window would serve as a viable means of entry.
It's a nice view, though. You can hardly see the vomit and manure piles on the street from up here.
Wow. Okay. I think that's it. I've covered everything. Let's talk to our friend. I thought I saw something I didn't see before. Nope. Let's talk to our friend Bill.
Bill?
What's going on, Miles?